Holy shit. The Northman stars Alexander Skarsgard, Nicole Kidman, Anya Taylor-Joy, Ethan Hawke, and is directed by Robert Eggers. And this movie tells a story about a young prince who witnesses the death of his uncle, and then 2 decades later he grows up to be a Viking, set out to revenge on the man who killed his father and to save his mother. I will avenge you, father. I will save you, mother. I will kill you, Fjolnir. Really quickly before I get on with the review, I just want to say that I know in my previous video, my Fantastic Beasts video, I said my next video was going to be a Harry Potter ranking video, and I did film a Harry Potter ranking video, but then something went wrong when I went to edit it, and then I ended up losing all the footage, and yeah, it was a big disaster figuring all that out, and my window for filming it was gone after that, so I just decided, well, nothing I can do about it. My window of doing it's done. The footage is gone. I just gotta move past it. So I do apologize if anybody was looking forward to that video, but you know, that stuff happens when you make videos. Sometimes things happen, you lose footage, you can't salvage it, and it's whatever, it happens. And I just want to say that if you're new to the channel, then welcome. If you enjoy this type of content, then please consider subscribing to the channel and liking and sharing this video. That really helps me out. Let's talk about The Northman. This movie intrigued me when I saw the trailers because we don't really get movies like this anymore. And when we do, people don't go and support them, but nevertheless, it still intrigued me because it looked like it was going to be well filmed and brutal and epic. Then I saw Robert Eggers' name attached to the movie, and I immediately got more excited for it because he made one of my favorite movies in the last handful of years, The Lighthouse, and he's a very consistent director. So yeah, I was pumped out of my mind for this movie just for his name involved with it. So going into the movie, I was super pumped, super excited. Leaving the movie, my jaw was dropped, and I was absolutely speechless. The Northman is a fucking masterpiece. My intro with my mouth open and saying holy shit, that was my actual reaction after seeing the movie. I saw it with a friend of mine, and we both had the exact same reaction. We both, right when it ended, just said, holy shit. Because this movie is a holy shit movie in all the right ways. The Northman, I'm glad to say, did not disappoint in the slightest bit. Every performance in this movie is absolutely top-notch, but obviously the biggest standout is Alexander Skarsgard, who plays this prince who gets turned into a Viking, because the movie relies on him. This is his story of revenge, going after the man who killed his father and to save his mother. And he's a beast in this movie. Alexander Skarsgard, I think, is like 6'4", 6'5". He's a tall guy, and he got ripped for this movie. I don't know if anyone remembers that movie, The Legend of Tarzan, but he played Tarzan in that movie, so when I saw his name attached to it and I saw that image of him, I was like, yeah, I would cast this guy too. He is definitely the part. He looks the part. And he has great chemistry with Anya Taylor-Joy's character, who is, again, excellent in this movie. Every time I see this girl in a movie, she just keeps impressing me more and more. She is easily one of, if not my favorite actress working today. Nicole Kidman is excellent in this movie. Everyone is great in this film. And these are performances, when you see the trailer, could come off cheesy if they were done by a generic director who was just hired because, you know, you've made a good short movie a couple years ago. Let's give you more of a budget for this Viking pick. But no, they got a good director in Robert Eggers who didn't treat this as a cheesy revenge tale that it easily could have been. There was a lot of care in the behind the scenes stuff, and you can absolutely see it on screen. The film is also beautiful. This is a very muddy and dirty and kind of desaturated movie, and it's all the better for it, because if this was a bright and colorful, clean, squeaky clean movie, it honestly would have looked artificial, but they made it dirty and muddy and kind of depressing looking. Like I said, desaturated. But it's so beautiful to look at that it worked. It worked on so many levels. Everything down to the art direction, to the sound, to the music. Oh my God, the music is incredible in this film. Everything is so top-notch that it was a breath of fresh air to see, because nowadays with movies we're used to seeing CGI stuff after CGI stuff, big explosions and actions, and while that stuff is entertaining to see, seeing a movie like this is so refreshing every once in a while. We need more movies like this, and we need more people to support movies like this. The movie The Last Duel that came out last year was a similar vein to this movie, only that movie bombed. No one saw that movie, and then everyone just complains, why don't we see movies like that anymore? Because no one goes and supports it. And now we're getting The Northman, And I don't know what the box office result is for this weekend, but I really hope it's successful because I want to see more films like this. Another thing that I loved about it is the fight scenes, the action. It's not shaky, it's all in-camera stuff. I noticed there's a lot of shots in this movie that's just one take that just continues on. It either goes in a circle or it just follows a certain character through tunnels or the outside or stuff like that, and it's all beautifully filmed. Nothing is shaky, it's all locked down stuff, and it's all the more intense for it. I've talked about shaky cam enough on this channel, and you guys know that I don't like it at this point, and it's at a point where filmmakers think if they want to make something intense, they have to make it shaky, they have to make you feel like you're involved with it. But this movie is a prime example of you don't need to shake the camera during a fight scene to make something intense. The ending fight, which is just lockdown camera just following our two characters fighting, was more intense than all the shaky cam stuff in a movie like Blacklight. And the fight scenes are brutal as hell. This is a bloody beast of a movie. There are so many decapitations and scenes of gore that are just gonna stick with me for a while because it's all impactful, and it's not just violence and blood for violence and blood's sake. It all has meaning to it, which is something I appreciated a lot because, again, with movies like this, it could just be blood and gore to just be, oh, look, it's bloody and gory, but not this film. This movie was just everything for me. This movie did not disappoint in the slightest. It's brutal, it's epic. Like I said, it's a beast of a movie, and that's my biggest praise for it, and it deserves it. It doesn't take a cheap route. It doesn't play it safe with the audience. It is a brutal, epic revenge movie that was so refreshing to see. It did everything right, and I really hope people go and see this because we need more movies like this. Again, the big CGI blockbuster movies are fine every once in a while. It's good to see those. But let's not overlook movies like this that really do deserve people's time and attention. The Northman is so far my favorite movie I've seen this year, and it absolutely is Oscar worthy. If I had a grade higher than Oscar worthy, this movie would absolutely get it, and it deserves it. It deserves all the praise from me. I loved it. I hope you guys go to check it out. So guys, if you've seen The Northman, please let me know what you thought about it down in the comments section below. And as always, guys, thank you again so much for watching. My next video is going to be Nicolas Cage's new movie, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Super excited to see that movie too, so look forward to that review coming very soon. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoy this video, then don't forget to like and share it. Subscribe right here if you haven't already. And until next time, guys, take care.